It's time to grow your agency like a guru. Introducing Go Guru Pro. The Go High Level platform allows for minimizing software-based subscriptions and grants control over several facets of marketing and communication. Automate your workflow, communicate with your leads, book appointments in advance, and house all your clients in one secure location. Visit goguru.pro and schedule your one-on-one demo today.
Life goes on and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on.
Yes! Welcome. Today is Monday. Thank you for joining us on this edition of the Massive Gains Podcast. I am your co-host, Stephen Martinez, alongside my good friend, the real Johnny Brock. What do you got to say, Johnny?
Life goes on and 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 on. On and 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 on.
Let's go. What's up, Johnny Brock?
Hello, sir.
You doing all right today?
I'm doing good.
It was a good day?
Yeah, man. Just ended it on a good note. A little MA and hip.
Oh, you actually wrote some apps today.
Pretty sure I got more than anybody will.
You probably did. I didn't get
the numbers.
I didn't get the numbers for today.
You had one job today, and you didn't do it. All his job is making sure that the numbers on the leaderboard are correct.
Make sure these guys have a leaderboard to look at.
If he does that correctly, then Justin doesn't ask questions. I feel like
that's fairly accurate.
Zaps and
Mike
whatnot.
Gillum. I like that old Mike Gillum. Listen, Mike was one of the first guys I reached out to in the industry when I started selling insurance. I think me and him were both brand new at the time. He's probably been killing it though.
Y'all are badasses.
He cold dials for annuities.
That's pretty cool.
It's hardcore, dude.
That is hardcore.
There's not a lot of people out there that have that in them.
You know what?
Cold dial for annuities. Most people won't cold dial.
I'd like to hear his take on it. I'd like to see what kind of relationship building process he has. He said he was around long before you
Ooh.
Punk bitch. That's basically what he said. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, but I think
Mike,
he
if you'd
was
like to
maybe
call
just getting
in and
into
talk,
Medicare then.
Hey, shut up. If you'd like to talk to us, we'd love to have you on the podcast. Give us a call. My number is about to pop up across the board here. And we'd be happy to talk to you. I'd like to know what kind of relationship building process you take for cold annuities, because the pitch or whatever that I don't really have a pitch. I just kind of talk to people and build relationships with them. So that's sketch, huh? So yeah, I was just kind of curious as to how the process went for annuities, you know.
No, man, like I said, you got to be a beast to cold dial anything, much less just getting raw cold data, calling through it and building a rapport with the guy that answers on the other side. So add props to Mike Gillum. Give us a call. Where'd your number go?
Yeah, give us a call. Let's chat. How about them? How about
Man.
them Cowboys?
Nah. Did you watch it?
No, I
But I'm
don't
sure
watch
you've seen the
football.
play, right?
I saw the play where Dak Prescott ran the ball down the middle with like 9 seconds left. But that was pretty stupid.
Well, yeah.
And the ref came in and like hitting people. He was like drunk, like
Dude,
oh.
the ref ran like a 3-2 from the 50-yard line to the fucking 20,
He's faster than the football players.
right into the back of Dak Prescott.
I think this is it.
Oh, who we got?
Hello. Hold
Got
on.
the real big boys.
What's up, brother? Is this Mike?
how you doing?
What's up, Mike?
Oh, Mr. Steven Martinez.
How
How
you
you
doing?
doing, brother?
I am good, man. Living life.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. Doing what I do.
Because you're outside of Austin, Texas, right? Or close?
I live in South Austin, the only part of Austin you ever want to live in.
I heard Austin was a pretty cool town, though. I think Brad.
Dude, you guys
Eh,
have to come here.
have-
I keep telling Cody asking because he keeps holding the shit in Dallas, and I'm going, dude, you guys need to be doing it in Austin. Like, it's way cool down here.
I've heard
And
only good
Joe
things.
Chipola and Joanna can attest to that. When they came down, they were like, man, this city's fucking cool. Excuse my language. I know we're on a podcast.
Oh, you're good.
No, this
That's
is cool. This is the whole point.
you
of
know,
this
the other
podcast.
podcast that's not so cool. This podcast, you're good.
Well, I will say they had like a agent hangout, which I really want to
Yeah,
go to one.
that's what I was about to ask you. Do you go to them?
Joe Campert's.
I have not been to one of those yet, man. And mainly it's because I'm not really a PNC guy, and I know that's Joe Campert's kind of deal. And
Man,
I don't know.
I think
Maybe I ought to show up over there.
you should get involved with it if they're doing it in Austin all the time. I don't think.
Well, they're up in Cedar Park, so
'cause how far is that from you? How far is it?
it's a solid ways up north. So I'm way down south. I mean, I'm like, so we have Butte, Texas. We have New Braunfels, San Marcos. I'm closer to the end of town, right? So Cedar Park is way up north. So.
Gotcha.
Not to make excuses, but that's kind of why I never go up there because it's just so far. It's like, geez, But
But
that's no excuse because old Ron Ray, he lives in New Braunfels. That's the guy that taught me how to do Medicare, and he'll drive up here and do that. So maybe I need to quit being a wuss.
Yeah, I've seen Ron at a couple of them.
Ron's a good guy.
Love Ron.
Ron's freaking awesome.
So what are you doing, man? Are you still cold dialing? Are you buying leads?
No, sir, I'm dialing, brother.
Still cold dialing. I know every time I talk to you, you tell that same thing. So,
well, here's the thing. I've gotten really good at it, right? I've gotten really, really good at, like, I can make, and sometimes it's thousands of dials or whatever, but it's not that big of a deal. And I've just gotten good at pinpointing what's a good lead and what's not a good lead, And, I've got like a list of probably 20 of them right now that I dialed in 2 days. That I know I'm probably going to close those suckers, and
so are you just buying data from like AccuData or somewhere?
Sales Data Pro, dude.
Sales Data Pro, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, how often are you buying a list?
I buy them once a year.
T65, or are you going after older?
T65ers, yeah. 3 months prior is what I do.
3 months.
I was getting free. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, right? Yeah, because what I discovered was over years of doing this, if you call them 6 months out, they're not ready to buy. But if you call them 3 months out, they're ready to buy.
Yeah. You're wasting a lot of time on people that weren't ready.
Exactly. And a lot of follow-up, right? So the 3 months, what I figured out was, okay, I'm getting them right in that sweet spot. And yeah, you're getting a lot of no's because they've already taken care of it. Mm-hmm. But the ones that are ready are ready.
So with these people you're talking to, are you dropping them into buckets? Just say, like, I talk to somebody, I have a good conversation with them. Maybe he may not be ready to do something today. Like, or do you have a CRM where you're following up? I mean, you're not just calling them that day. And
brother, I have a notepad. I'm old school,
OG.
my friend. I learned all this from my father. He did this for 40 years, and
yeah.
all he did was keep good notes, man. I mean, you don't need a whole lot. I mean,
yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to have it. I mean, that's
I'm not on y'all's level. Y'all are on different levels.
No, but the way I was thinking about it, right? If you're calling these people and you're having quality conversations, and like you said, you're doing a good job building rapport and relationships over the phone, I think that you could milk just as much a month, 2 months later out of the people that you have talked to as the people that you're dialing, fresh.
Absolutely.
And so,
So
go ahead.
go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go
Sorry, I
ahead,
got you on the
Mike.
phone.
No,
another
I was
call
just gonna
coming.
say, if you had them, like I said, I would just put them in like a bucket, and I'm coming back to them next month. I know that I would maybe categorize them and say, yeah, I had quality conversation with Joe. I know that next time I call him, he's gonna appreciate me calling him back. We'll shoot the shit, and maybe it goes a little differently
There
next
you
time.
go.
100%. Yeah, no. So I came from the New York life system. Okay, I don't know if y'all are familiar with how any of that works. That's where I was located. That's what I did for a while. And my dad was there for 17 years, and he recruited some of the biggest and brightest agents in the industry. And they're still around. My dad's passed away, unfortunately, but I've got networks with all these people, and I mean, one of them was the mayor of Kingsville, named Phil Esquivel. I mean, he's old school as it comes, dude. I mean, he still keeps a tickler file. I don't know if you know what a tickler file is. That's where you put them. It's a follow-up system is all it is, and that's what they taught us there. And you really don't need a whole lot if you're just flying solo like me. I mean, you can just kind of circle around folks, and you don't need a big whole system going on. I mean, you guys are doing it a bigger way. I mean, obviously, but
well, yeah, man, like you said, I mean, you're a one-man show, and I mean, you're doing it from home, right? Like you don't even have an office
yes,
that
sir.
you go to. So
No, yeah, I have an office up north. I haven't been there in years.
Overheads at a minimum.
I don't have any.
Right? That's what I'm
My
saying. Like your phone and the cost of the leads.
My
or the
overhead's
data.
my 99. Yeah, my overhead's my $99 a month dialer and some data, dude. That's my overhead.
Yeah.
So I mean, anybody who's listening to this right now, I want to tell you, this is not rocket science, man. You get on the phone, you make the calls, and you find the people. But obviously, you have to be knowledgeable about what you're doing, But once you get all that down, I mean, it's not. I mean, like I'll give you all examples. So I've got a client out in Katy, Texas, which is near Houston. Okay, and my wife lives. Or not my wife, but her parents live near there, and we were up there for Thanksgiving. And I just went and knocked on their door, dude, and brought them a little charcuterie board and just said hello and nice to meet you, because I never met them. I'd never met them in person. They own their med subs and some other stuff through me. And the guy's now talking about investing $500,000 with me, man, into an indexed annuity. And that was just because I had the foresight just to go over there and just say hello. And they welcomed me in and gave me coffee, and he walked me around all his guns and everything that he owns. And it was a real cool meeting, but that's the difference between the agents that make it out here and the ones that don't. Like, you have to go that extra mile, and just really care about people.
No, dude, I literally, that's exactly why I wanted to get you on here, because I when he told me you did, a lot of cold call annuities, you've got to have you have to have impeccable relationship building skills to do what you do. And that's what I focus on. And when I train people, that's what I want them to focus on. Don't make it so transactional. Just be cool with the people, talk to them, inform them of things that most people don't tell them about, and just be a relationship seeker. Don't seem like you're trying to make money so bad.
That's all it is, dude. That people just want to know that you care.
Yeah, I feel like that's 100% true. They think, man, some lady just told me just now, I wrote her MAPD and a hip. She's like, thank you so much for, dealing with me. And I'm like, it's fine. Like this, what do you mean?
Yeah. People are genuinely like, and what we're missing in this world, unfortunately, is that true customer service, right? That real, and not not to take your realness away from you, but you know what I mean. Like,
you're good.
Like, if you're completely genuine with people, and you show that you really care, they will hand you the keys to the kingdom, brother. But you really have to. You got to care, and it comes through in your voice. It comes through in how you act.
It's authenticity. People can pick up on authenticity very easily.
And having humility.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we've all been through. Look, I've been through some. I mean, I won't get into my life story, but I've been through a lot of stuff, man. And um, when you can come and talk with somebody who's, say 79 years old, which is this man who's I think is going to do this community with me. He's 79 years old, and when I'm sitting there talking with him, he can tell that this guy has been through some shit,
Yeah.
and he cares.
Yeah. Well, they find you relatable, and that's the thing is you have to be relatable in some way, and like you said, if you're just putting yourself out there and saying, hey, what's up? But there's things that you can relate to and have that conversation with, and that's all it takes is a little bit of conversation goes a long way, especially with the
and you
seniors.
start getting into some high level estate planning with people where you're talking about passing down money to heirs and all that. I mean, dude, you really got to know,
Yeah.
you got to be an empath, and I'm an empath. I always have been. And I guess maybe that's to my detriment sometimes, but you got to really care. I don't care if you got 17 cents in your bank account or $1 million, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, then not being pushy, man. There's nothing worse than a pushy salesman, in insurance in our products that we sell specifically, you don't have to be pushy.
I think one of the reasons I do well is because I'm like pushy is like so unattractive to me that I do a lot of follow up. So when a lot of agents would be pushy, I move on to the next. I say, okay, great, Linda. Look, I'm gonna reach out to you probably 2 or 3 weeks from now. You have a good weekend, okay? And then I talk to them again, and then that second, third, fourth, fifth time, that's when I close the deal instead
Because they
of being
appreciate that.
pushy. Yeah, and it's I'm a numbers guy too. So like if I waste 5 to 7 minutes on somebody trying to push them into a sale, well, I just wasted 5 to 7 minutes of me trying to look for new prospects. So I'm like a numbers, like let's keep it pushing instead of, a lot of people's sales tactic is to keep them on the phone a really long time. And that's not to me, that's not a good sales tactic. I don't think I'd rather keep them on the phone 5 to 7 minutes total in a 4 different calls. Like not total,
Well,
like
and see,
25 minutes total with 4 different calls. You know what I mean?
well, and see, and here's why, like everybody's going, why is he cold call? It's crazy. But here's the thing. I literally can pick. I don't know what it is. I'm able to figure out whether or not I've got a real client or a BS client, or prospect, excuse me. I'm able to quickly discern whether or not I got somebody, and
very important skill. Very
I
important.
appreciate that, and that's why I do it that way, because I'm able to, I can get on that phone. Like the other day, I did probably 6 hours total for 2 days, and I literally 20 leads off the crappiest data you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to quickly figure out, do I have somebody or not, and then I move on. But then the ones that I know, I mean, one guy was like, hey, I'm out here driving my tractor, man. Call my wife, and I got his wife's phone number and I called her, and then, we're about to do some business together too, and it's stuff like that you can't get from a telemarketer.
For sure.
You can't get that from buying those. You I was able to literally, and then he's going, yeah, I got to get some work done on my knees and blah, blah, blah. And I said, all right. And then I talked to his wife the next day and I said, hey, Frank told me he needs some work done on his knees. We need to talk. It's that kind of conversation
Right.
I'm able to have with somebody where they're going, holy hell, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, you picked up a pain point and you made that known, especially to the wife. The wife's probably like, yeah, she probably worries about it more than he does. So
yeah, well, she's handling all his health care for him because he doesn't want to deal with any of it.
Well, look, man, it was great having you on. We're gonna hop off here. Probably try to get somebody else on here. I know we're gonna do one.
No, you're good, guys. Hey,
we're gonna do one with
having me on too, man. I appreciate you giving me a shout out. And I love all y'all, and I hope y'all are staying warm down there. And I'll talk at you, babe.
Well, Mike,
Mike.
let me ask you this before we let you go. Are you coming to Medicare Con or what?
I may. We'll see.
Well, we would love to see you there.
We would love to have you there, Mike. Man, good talking to you, brother.
All right, y'all take care, okay?
All right, bye. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
So
Yeah, man.
great guy. Get your ass to Medicare Con, Mike.
Great guy. Again, not a lot of people can do what he's doing. He's killing it though, man. It works for him, and that's the beauty of our industry. There's a lot of ways to skin a cat, and you figure out your own way and whatever works for you and your lifestyle and your family and whatever's the best, and make it work.
It really does boil
Make it
down.
work.
He's calling a lot of people. He's calling a shit ton of people. He's not sitting there dialing somebody and then like twiddling his thumbs and doing all. He's dialing, and that's what it takes. It's a law of numbers. You just have to have the contact attempts.
A lot of people don't have the discipline to sit at home and do that every day.
They're okay with being in the same spot they're in now.
You're just not gonna have the motivation to wake up and fucking cold call people. These aren't leads. These aren't people that filled out cards. These are cold people.
My thing is, though, like whatever situation you're in, you assess your situation. You say, what can I do to make it better? And if you're in any way, shape, or form involved with what we do, what other people that we associate with do, like and you've heard before, you got to pick up the phone and start dialing.
Yeah,
that's it. You just need to pick up the phone and start dialing. And speaking of that,
well,
come in, give us a call. We are
I just want to say we talk about it all the time. Activity is key.
That's what it is. It's all about activity. Man. If you call, I don't care if you call 100 dingbats a day. If you're calling 100 people a day, you're going to do good.
Yep. We'll be right back.
It's time to train like a guru. Go Guru University is an ever-expanding, cutting-edge, interactive training platform with live weekly coaching calls constructed to train agents efficiently and compliantly. Go Guru University offers a library of training modules explaining Medicare A to Z, face-to-face and telesales training, SEO and other marketing, and much more. Visit goguru.university to schedule your one-on-one demo today.
You know what I love the most about Mike was he doesn't get bogged down in anything. Like I was trying to ask him about systems, processes, doing things like that, because that's where my mind goes when I talk about having cold data that I'm just running through and just random people are answering the phone. Like I start trying to figure out, like my mind instantly is, oh my God, there's got to be some sort of system, some method to this madness. And Mike's like, no, that's too much, man. I'm a one-man show. I just write it down on paper. I'm going to keep going. Like he doesn't get bogged down in all of the BS. And too often I see one-man agents, right? Where at that point in your career, doing all the activity and writing the applications and having clients and having a book of business is what you need to be building, and not systems and processes for, following up on them. Like you can do all that by yourself at that point. You only need to start implementing system and processes when you say, okay, I'm doing this, I'm on cruise control, and now it's time to put, pour on the gasoline. I need to take this to the next level. I'm going to hire an admin. I'm going to hire or recruit some agents. That's when you start focusing on the systems, the processes, and everything else. But I think too many people put the cart before the horse.
They put the cart before the horse, eh?
Yep.
That horse is going to run right into that cart, and you're going to be like, damn, where's my money?
It's a big old Clydesdale.
Yeah. But seriously, though, he's right. You're just kind of new into the industry, and you're like, when I tell people to come out here and train, people asking me, man, how do I prepare? Just come out here and freaking understand that activity is everything. And I'm going to help you get used to and accustomed to smiling and dialing. And that's really it. Like if I was a new agent, I think I would have fillers. So I would have really, really high quality leads, the direct mail leads that I just bought. Of course, I might try some other online marketing stuff, but I would, have somebody doing that for me. But I would have a list of people like data from Sales Data Pro or something like that I would be plugging into when I have no high quality leads to call, and I'd be calling all day, every day. But those leads, they may not be high quality, but they're freaking leads, and they're people on the other end of the phone. They picked up the phone, they said hello, and you botched it. You don't botch it. Somebody picks up the phone and says hello, stand out. Hey, Miss Jones, this is Johnny in Tupelo. How you doing? Sing to her.
Have a little enthusiasm.
I'd rather you sing to her and feel stupid than I would rather you go, Hey, this is Johnny with Tech Company this, and I wanted to call you and inform you. Click.
Hello, my name is Steven with Bobby Brock Insurance, and I'm calling you about the form you filled out.
That one works okay, but it's so
No,
annoying.
that's terrible. Don't do that.
Just call and say,
That's
"Hey,
what
Miss Jones."
that's what every other Tom, Dick, and Harry's
I
doing,
know.
man.
Don't be Tom, Dick, or Harry.
You got to have some pattern interrupt.
Right. Something.
Give me a pattern interrupt. I need to
Yeah.
catch your attention, and then I need to give you a 30-second commercial. And in that first 15 seconds of my 30-second commercial or my pitch that I'm giving you, that client is going to make up their mind whether they're going to continue talking to you for the next 5 minutes or not.
Yeah.
It's all decided in the first minute of the phone call. Pattern interrupt, introduction, quick introduction. Hey, right?
So if I'm real different. If I've already talked to them like they're part of the CRM and it's like follow up, then I'm, hey.
Yeah, I'm talking first contact.
Well, first contact, like a direct mail lead, I get a list of direct mail returns or something. Well, that's gonna be completely different. But it is still different every single time. Like I just don't script it. I just call them and I just talk to them.
It's really good to have a script, but when I say script, it's more of a guide.
Yeah,
Of my conversation needs to work towards, because some people need that.
In the beginning, I think it's very, very necessary. For me, I did face to face, so it was a little bit different. So at the very beginning, it does help. At the very beginning, I did face to face, and I transitioned that knowledge that I learned face to face over to the phone.
In today's world, there's so many people trying to come in and straight do it over the phone from the get go.
Yeah, and in that case, you do need a guide for sure.
A couple of factors play in. Is like, have you ever had a phone, a job where you sold over the phone? Like, if you had it, it may be an easy transition. If you've never sold anything over the phone, it's going to be an uphill battle. It's not impossible, but it's going to be.
Well, it's a learning curve.
Yes.
For sure.
But again, so many people are going that route because of the remote work. You're getting laid off, COVID, vaccines required, and all that good stuff, right? So more people are turning to telesales and entry level positions in telesales, and I just think stick with it. Like there's a huge learning curve, and you got plenty of people to talk to practice.
Yeah,
just stick with it. You'll get better.
I think people should call B leads. I think you should call C leads and D leads. I think you should just find numbers and names to call and learn how to build relationships, learn how to build rapport with people, learn how to be cool. Even if you can't help them, leave on a good note.
Any smart person's not going to give you like hot leads to practice on.
Right. It's crappy.
And I wouldn't go out there and buy leads. Like if I've never sold a policy, I'm not going to go out there and order,
Right. I would
5,000.
Well, I would pay $150 for 1,000 shitty ass old B leads. That's what I would do. Call those damn leads and talk to them.
Well, that's where you get your bang for your buck.
I mean, honestly, you could literally just use like a very simple script. Hey, Miss Jones, this is Johnny. I'm in Tupelo. Your name came across my desk. It looks like at some point you were requesting information on some Medicare, the changes to Medicare. Look, I wanted to make sure you got all that taken care of. Right now, what are you paying for your prescriptions? Boom. You can have that. Cartis.
Love it.
Super simple. But yeah.
Love it, Johnny.
Super excited about Mr. Taylor Brown coming out next month.
Taylor Brown. He'll be back in town. Taylor Brown's coming back to town. Get excited. That is pretty good, man. Did you get any furniture in your studio?
Yeah.
You did get some?
Got a bed and a little table. I'm going to get
I noticed that you got a new whiskey, too.
I did some Douce.
Douce.
It's not as good as proper, in my opinion. You may like it more, though. I don't know. Your taste.
It's not an Irish whiskey.
It's not.
Yeah, good. I hate Irish whiskeys, honestly.
Well, I don't know.
It was all I could do to drink
Douce,
that.
I don't know. I
proper
honestly,
12.
I honestly got it because of it's the official liquor of the real. So I had to go ahead and have
Conor
it.
McGregor?
No, that's proper 12. I'm talking about Douce.
Oh, my bad. I'm
Douce
confused.
is cognacs.
Cognac,
whatever.
My favorite cognac.
Subsidiary of Bacardi, it says.
Hennessy, VSOP.
Proper is so freaking good. Weren't we doing
some Remy Martin?
When were we gonna do? I think it was Tuesday. We were supposed to do the one with Pete. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Think so. Let's call him, see if he answers.
All right. Trying to call Pete Fournier on the line here.
He's gonna be like, "Whoa,
A
wait,
real
we're
special
gonna call
treat
him
for
and
you guys.
schedule the appointment."
Schedule the call for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to keep him today.
Yeah.
But this is what's
going on, Johnny?
What's up, Pete? You're live on the Massive Gains podcast right now.
Oh, snap. What's
Yeah.
happening?
We're putting you on the spot, Pete.
We literally wanted to call you and set the appointment for us to go over watches tomorrow. And I couldn't remember when I talked to you last week if it was today or tomorrow that we were supposed to talk.
Either one. That's fine. I can do tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do tomorrow about 5 p.m. Your Eastern time, so 6 p.m.
6 p.m. tomorrow. Cannot do 6. I could do 7.
All right.
That'll work.
Or slightly before. I could do like 4:30.
4:30 his time.
My time.
4:30 his time would be 3:30 our time.
It's the middle of the day.
Yeah. Dude, that's like prime push bang shove time for Johnny Boy. Can we do, you said 7 your time, so it would be 6 our time?
Hold on one second. Tomorrow would be 8:30 my time, 7:30 your time.
Shit. Steven's got a wife that's about to give birth, man. Maybe we should do a rain check until after our Florida trip, because we have a Florida trip this week.
Oh, okay, cool.
Can we do
yeah, next week is less crazy if you want to schedule a Monday already.
We'll do that. We'll do
next Monday. We'll have you on.
Next Monday.
Perfect.
Pete Fournio comes on the Massive Gains podcast, and we discuss watches,
we
luxury watches.
We aim for 5 o'clock Central, Pete. So that's 6.
Real watches. You're in the calendar.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect, brother.
Awesome.
We thank you, and we look forward to it, man.
Me too. Thanks, fellas.
Have a good week.
Thanks, Pete. Have a good day.
All right, guys. Bye.
Love that guy.
Pete Fournier, super steez of a guy.
Yeah.
If Steez was a guy, it would be Pete.
So we're getting Pete
Actually,
on here
that's-
because we're going to have an in-depth watch conversation. We want to know
All about watches.
all about watches. And Pete, here's the deal, man. If you're looking for a good deal on a Rolex
or
good-
any watch,
good
any
deal on a-
luxury watch.
on a Breitling,
I'm
call you man,
pretty
Pete.
sure I could resell my watch right now for $1,000 more than I paid for it. But I'm pretty sure I scratched it because I'm a piece of drunk shit.
Pete would sell it in a day for you.
I wouldn't want to. I'm gonna keep it. That's a
Don't
watch.
sell it.
I'll probably end up giving that one to Will one day or something.
I'll keep this one for a while.
5 years, 2 or 3 years from now, when I get me a. Actually, I want to have like 3 or 4. I mean, like I picture myself like at the beach with a tan and some nice swim trunks on with no shirt and my gold Rolex on.
Johnny with a tan.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with you.
dude. Sorry, I'm not Mexican. I don't have a natural tan, okay? I'm actually super pale if I don't lay in the tanning bed. It looks terrible.
Good.
One for your little boy. What?
Get a watch for my little boy.
Oh. Yeah, when he turns 18.
If I get to the point where I'm buying my son's Rolexes, then hey,
I'm sure you will, bro.
I will.
I don't
Be
see
there
you going any other way than up.
Soon enough.
Nice slice of the pie you got coming your way, fella.
Soon enough.
You know why? Because you're loyal. You know what? You know what you shouldn't do.
What's that?
We've learned recently, guys.
What's that?
A lot of people will do this because they don't think things through. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, because that'll come back to bite you in the ass. You'll be out of here quick.
Don't go burning bridges.
You'll go from 300 to 0 real quick. That's like a what's his name? Rapper. What's that rapper's name? He goes by 300.
I was gonna say Drake.
No, he says I'm 300. He's like he was in Son of a Gun. Not a very popular rapper. Anyways, don't bite the hand that feeds you, because then you will get got.
We'll
Who's
get got.
Steve Martinez?
It's my pops.
Oh, hey, Steve.
It's my dad.
What's going on with my dad? What's going on, Pops? How are you?
He says he wants a Rolly too.
He should get one.
He deserves one. Chief Keef.
The Behind the Agency
Chief
next
Keef.
month is February 17th and the 18th. It's going to be extremely. How did you know I was thinking? Oh, because I said 300. It is Chief Keef.
It
He
is
said
Chief
that.
Keef, yeah.
So, anyways, I was saying don't go from 300 to 0. Yeah, he did say that. Hey, somebody asked him one time. They said, "How old are you?" He said 300. No, really, I heard you were 16. Oh no, 16.
Taylor Brown.
The real.
Taylor, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so we can see your face, brother.
Why does that not connect?
Because he didn't go to StreamYard.com and allow Facebook to use his information. So he's a Facebook user.
Steve, you're the real man. I like you. I need to meet this infamous Steve Martinez.
You met my dad?
No,
I
I
guess
don't think
so.
so. He'll
He'll come have a drink with us one weekend.
Dude, we should get him on the podcast.
Get my dad on the podcast.
Get you sitting right here, Steve.
Get him on the podcast.
Get him on the pod. I was watching the Nelk Boys this weekend. You ever watch Nelk? They got a good podcast. It's like one of the most popular podcasts in the world right now.
I don't think so.
Well, they're super I don't know how to really explain it. Fratty. Like they're like frat. They're kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're super
What
chill.
are their names?
Look up Nelk Boys podcast. Nelk podcast.
Elk Boys. Oh God, this is gonna be cringe.
Oh no, dude. Is this showing the screen?
No, we're not sharing the screen. But as soon as this ad's over, I'll share the audio. What the hell? What in the hell? There we go.
We want now. We want now.
All right, boys, before we get into the pod, it's the last
So we
full
get another
set drop
pod.
of the year. We got a ton of Christmas shit in this drop, some jokes-ass shit. We're actually selling this. We only got 200 of these bad boys. You can toss them on your lawn. Free shipping on orders over $150. All the orders are going to get there by Christmas unless you're fucking...
What do they do?
postal
It's like
office
Mr.
fucks
Beast
up,
or something?
fucking the dog.
Yeah,
We're
skip
getting all the
skip forward to
orders
the
out door. If you
just
guys
kind
are
of get a little
watching,
taste of it. So I watched. This is a podcast I
we
really
just
like.
have to,
This one and
tag
Joe
them in our
Rogan, of
story,
course.
which we did. Some great tags. And they gave us champagne the first night. Like, they sent us free champagne.
Great
I was like,
tag.
oh, fuck, lit. Free champagne. We took it and we fucking sprayed it for the video. Like, I mean, we spray champagne in almost like every club,
all
right?
the time, yeah.
So whatever, we sprayed it the first night. And then the second night we go back, we run it back. We're like, should we go to Temple? Free setup again. And then we go and they send us champagne again. So I get it.
I mean, we don't
And,
even
you
know
know,
what they're
Juan,
talking
my
about. But
virgin,
anyways, this is the
won
podcast
the
that I
championship and
tend
shit.
to
We had the cup
check
and
out.
we were celebrating. So I took the champagne and I sprayed it again. And they got fucking so pissed. The security guard, he's wearing...
I don't know about this is questionable entertainment here, Johnny.
Whatever, dude.
It's very questionable.
You shut your mouth. Chief Keef. Yeah, this is where he says, I'm 300.
First of all, let's be clear. Chief Keef is only 16, so don't be in it. Oh, you're not? Why does everybody say you're only 16 years old?
They say what they want to say.
So how old are you?
300.
That was
Listen.
awful.
When Chief Keef first come out, he's pretty good.
Heck yeah, he was lit, man. He was lit. Lit like fire.
Gucci Sosa.
So super stoked about Behind the Agency next month. But man, I'm getting really, really excited about Medicare Con, bro. Like it's just
Both of them, man. The Behind the Agency, the list of attendees. Have you seen that?
I know a lot of them. I've heard a lot of them. Excited to see the actual list. I don't have an actual list.
There'll probably be more people here that I've already met than any other Behind the Agency. It's gonna make me a little nervous. I'm gonna be nervous.
Let's call Eugene Marchenko.
No more calls.
Hey, man, you're live on the Massive Gains podcast. Do not say anything that you shouldn't say, sir.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
That's how we have to start every call with Eugene.
So we were just talking. Me and Eugene were texting about what tickets he should buy as far as flying out here for behind the agency, and you showed me a flight from Memphis to Tupelo, which is $5,700, and Charleston to Tupelo, which is $12,866. Have you seen Nashville to Tupelo?
Got to fly to Nashville.
Can you
You're
fly
saying
Charleston
so-
to Nashville and then Nashville to Tupelo? That would be cheap.
so? Charleston to Nashville is a nightmare to get to.
It's a nightmare to get there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, just fly to Memphis and we'll pick you up.
That
Whatever.
sounds good to me. Yeah.
That works.
So
So,
fly to Huntsville. We'll go get you.
So did I win the sweepstakes? Is this the radio show calling? Did I get the
Yeah.
Did I get it right?
yeah. So
Come on down. You're the next contestant.
we've got a question for you, and it's a Medicare Advantage question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Steven is going to pull one out of his ass. Give him a really hard question about Medicare Advantage.
Me, I don't have a question, Johnny. You didn't prepare me for this.
Okay. So here is the question. To win the sweepstakes and a free ticket to Behind the Agency.
Okay.
Justin's like,
Did
Justin,
y'all
Justin was in the
want me just
background
to
like,
give you the answer?
free ticket to Behind the Agency.
He's in the other room like, what the hell are y'all doing? in there?"
All right, here's the question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So somebody calls you and they are a veteran. And what specific plan would be a good idea to put them on if they use the VA for prescription drugs?
In what area?
It doesn't matter. Any area.
Okay.
What would be the plan that you would want to put them on?
Okay. What medications do
He's
they
like,
take?
Medicare supplement. They don't it don't matter because they're going to use the VA.
They are going to use the VA. Okay. And how far away is the VA from them?
10 miles.
Okay. So it sounds like an MA plan would be a pretty good choice, but of course it depends on the needs of the customer.
False. The answer is, so if you're a Medicare beneficiary and you are a veteran and you're using the VA for a lot of stuff and you're using your prescription drugs, you're getting them through the VA. Here's the answer to that question. Sir, you're paying $170.10 for your Part B premium. There are ways for us to get that down, especially since you're not using that very often. There are ways for us to get that down. Then you say, I need to send you a text message, and you get the scope of appointment. Then you discuss the details of the plan that would get them money back on their Part B premium. It would get them a bunch of dental, a bunch of vision, a bunch of hearing, a bunch of over-the-counter benefits because they're not utilizing their Medicare enough for it to make sense to pay $170 a month when you could pay
I understand.
$120 a month and get more benefits. You see what I'm saying?
Correct, but that was not the question that you asked.
Well, whatever. You know,
But that was the
You
answer.
asked
that was the answer, sir. I mean,
Was it
Well,
the
you asked
question?
me what
my
plan.
show,
You
my
asked
show,
me-
my show, my questions, my answers. Okay.
I just feel like we went down a political rabbit hole. The question that you
We
asked
did.
me,
You're not
the
alone.
question that you asked me is what would be the best recommended plan, and based on the information you gave me, I would put them on an MA plan. Now, all the other stuff that sounds fantastic, and I have yet to learn.
Well, that's
But-
perfect. That's perfect. You'll learn.
Wouldn't it be an MA plan?
Yeah, it would be a Medicare Advantage only plan.
MA only, yeah.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
PDP would be unnecessary. And the main reason is, like, if I could give somebody a PDP or a prescription drug plan with their Medicare Advantage plan and them still get $50 or $60 back on their Part B premium, I would do it. But most of the time, if they're going to get that much money back on their Part B premium, there's not going to be any drug coverage.
Yeah,
From my
most definitely.
experience. But yeah,
So did I win?
yes,
you
you win.
won.
You knocked it out of the park, man.
We'll see you in
Yeah.
February, Eugene.
See you in February, 17th and 18th.
So
I'm
excited.
bunking. I'm
So
bunking. I'm
excited.
bunking with you,
I'm
bro.
so excited. Honey, we won. Honey, we won.
Yeah, tell the wife, tell the kids.
Let them know you're leaving for 3 days. You're going out of town. We won. I'm going out of town.
Oh, that's great.
Well,
I'm excited. I'm excited to do MAPD.
I'm
The
super.
training has been fantastic. Steven, your voice on those videos is superb, which is why I'm able to pay attention to them.
Good.
Steven.
Well, I'm glad the video come in handy for you, honestly, man.
Which one are you talking about? The LIS video?
No, the Sunfire tutorial video.
Oh, yeah.
I had to watch, I watched every one of those videos to try to figure out how to do it because I couldn't get it to work for me for some reason.
So another video that would be a good one that helped me with D-snips is his LIS video. It kind of explains the levels of LIS and
You do a new one.
yeah, that would be not a bad idea. You could do it. You could do
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's a good one. It's a good one, and I love D-snips, man. I really do. But and if you really,
if you search the Justin's channel for MSP, it's something about the MSP.
Medicare savings program, something like that. But if you
like
if you genuinely like look at focusing on helping Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries, it is it's a fulfilling niche to go after. It's a fulfilling niche market, and a lot of people be like, they'll leave you for a Snickers bar. I have had the same I guess it'd be on the contrary. I don't know what the right terminology is for this here, but I have a lot of Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries that will not let me switch their plan, even though I've seen a better plan for them, because they're so loyal and they've been with the same plan for years and years. So some of them,
Well, the good news is every Medicare Advantage plan that I've written them, I've given them a Snickers bar with it. So
then you're safe. Yeah. But watch out for the ones that care more about underwear than Snickers bar, because you have to some of them would rather have a pair of underwear.
Eugene,
I'll send them to Justin.
You have to give them a Snickers bar whether they sign up or not. You can't be incentivizing them.
Yeah. Everybody gets a Snickers bar, even if they don't sign up. See.
But if they do sign up, they get underwear too. Got it.
Hey,
yeah, exactly.
The fun size Snickers bars work too. We won't discount you for giving fun size.
Yeah, fun size is totally fine. You could just buy bulk that way, So, well, we look forward to seeing you on the 17th. I guess you'll be flying in on the 16th.
Yes, Eugene Marchenko will be at the Behind the Agency February 17th, 18th.
He will also be speaking, if I'm not mistaken, at Medicare Con, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I've been working on my speech for the last 13 years of my career.
He's gonna crush it.
Good one.
Should be fine too.
Be a good one.
All the people there will not be able to help from taking their pants off, because you are a stud. Let me tell you.
We called you out of the blue, Eugene. We appreciate you taking the call and talking to us a little bit. We're gonna let you enjoy your family. We know it's after hours.
Thank y'all for calling, and call back again anytime, okay?
Thanks, Eugene.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Eugene Marchenko, ladies and gentlemen. Who is Courtney and Matt Irvin? I would love to say hello.
I said that on the last podcast. It's my brother and sister and brother-in-law.
I'm sorry. I forget things. Hey there, guys.
Forgetful Gianni.
We're running over 45 minutes right now. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll close it out. But it's very, very, very good.
It's time to train like a guru. Go Guru University is an ever-expanding, cutting-edge, interactive training platform with live weekly coaching calls constructed to train agents efficiently and compliantly. Go Guru University offers a library of training modules explaining Medicare A to Z, face-to-face and telesales training, SEO and other marketing, and much more. Visit goguru.university to schedule your one-on-one demo today. It's time to grow your agency like a guru. Introducing Go Guru Pro. The Go High Level platform allows for minimizing software-based subscriptions and grants control over several facets of marketing and communication. Automate your workflow, communicate with your leads, book appointments in advance, and house all your clients in one secure location. Visit goguru.pro and schedule your one-on-one demo today.
What What did you say? Oh God.
That's a. It's
Thank you for
mine.
tuning in today, guys.
Hey, tell him what it is.
This is the end of the show. If you haven't already, go find us on Facebook, like, subscribe, follow me and Johnny. Go friend us, and we will love you forever. Peace out.
Babe, you too controlling. I'ma feed you to the wolves when you get nasty. Back at
I
me.
need Justin
But
Starr
baby,
Quincy.
don't distract me. I'm a goner. I lost her. Like, why the hell you wanna play me that way? You're bad, babe. You double-faced entendre. Life goes on and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on. On and 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 on. Babe, you best believe it. I'ma rip you up to pieces. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I light this place on fire. I want it, I'm on it, but baby, at least I'm honest. I get tired of explaining as these seasons keep on changing. Life goes on and on and on and on and on.